All right, so the challenge is laid out in front of you. Can you complete it? We're about to find out. Solo challenge, Madden Ultimate Team time. Let's go. And now the offense getting set, 1st and 10.
Watch left. Tight. Watch left.
Good. 120.
Freeman again, a 1st down carry. And he loses the football a 2nd time. But it looked like, fortunately, the Broncos able to recover.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. On the carry, it's Booker. And his first carry, he loses the football. But it looked like, fortunately, the Broncos able to recover. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity missed.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
And oh my goodness, he loses it again. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds.
Now I have to admit, partner, that I've often thought that I don't like this rule, where the offensive player fumbles the ball, it goes out of bounds, and they get to keep it.
That's just because you're a defensive guy. That's why you don't like it.
Yeah, you're right. It is a slanted view, isn't it?
But this is where, for the offensive team, the sideline is their friend. Usually it's not their friend.
Yeah, exactly right. I actually played for a guy in college. You know what he used to name the sideline? Sammy. Sammy sideline, and use him well.
So on 4th down, here's Marquette King to punt it away. And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. As Seattle now ready to march onto the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And now running right through it. And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Space to maneuver at the 40. And all the way up to the 46. That burst good for 20 and a 1st down. Now they're making a real first-quarter statement with a run game, no doubt.
For those who remember old-school football, running it, establishing things, seeing backs find holes, get through them, they've got to like what they're seeing from this unit so far. Right now, they've decided to, as you said, establish the run game, and they've been successful doing it.
And it's a big play there as he is finally taken down on what will be a terrific final. Alongside my broadcast partner, Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin hits the Seahawks with a football to begin quarter number 2. And they've got it here with a first down. And they'll go on the ground. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. A great play there with his second touchdown. Here in this first half. And the Seahawks find a way to stretch their lead. Pete Carroll in that familiar hands-on knees pose. His guys will go for 2 here. They'll try and run it here. And he is into the end zone again as he scores both the touchdown and the 2-point conversion to extend this lead. So they kept it on the ground, got it into the end zone. But Charles, sometimes you probably see teams treat a 2-point conversion differently than if it was first and goal from the 2, or I should say third and goal from the 2.
I agree with you totally on that. A lot of teams treat it as if they have farther to go and shy away from running the football. I think this is a great spot to do it because most teams play you for the pass. Go ahead and run and let your linemen surge and fire out.
Number 16, back to return.
Oh, I think the Seahawks got it. They did. It's Seattle football. Well, there you go. Just your everyday leading big, and you onside kick it with a lead. They got it. I mean, it worked, but interesting call.
I think because they have such a margin, they feel a little bit bolder about what they're doing. And it's not only just to try and increase their lead, but that's their way of saying we're in full control of this game, and we can kind of do what we want.
And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Room to run past midfield. And a second truck move.
Can anyone tackle this guy?
And finally down at the 32-yard line. A big run there, 29 yards and a first.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up first downs.
Right back to him on first down. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And now running right through him. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
And on the ground they go with a running back. Oh, and now and he is in for the Seattle touchdown. All right, nice job. I believe that is challenge met and defeated from where I sit. Congratulations. Good job on this Madden Ultimate Team solo. All right, your challenge awaits. Can you fulfill that solo challenge? Time to find out. It is indeed the solo challenge, and it's Madden Ultimate Team time.
To private club facilities, indoor seating, enhanced food and beverage menu, and much more. For more information on premium season tickets, please see.
And the offense readies for a first down and 10.
Trips over here. Trips over here. That's overload. Overload.
Prescott on first down. He's going to look deep for Edelman. He's got a man. Complete. Nice job. Congratulations. Defeating the Madden Ultimate Team solo challenge. All right, it's Madden Ultimate Team Solo Challenge. You know the drill. Let's get right down to it.
Fans, it's time once again for the ep4 Game Day Giveaway. Our winner is sitting in section 21, row 11, seat 11. You have won a year's supply of gas for your car. Stop by the solution shop on the lower level following the game to claim your prize.
And the Seahawks offense, first and 10, getting ready to go.
Right, we got right.
First down, Prescott. He's letting it fly for Cooks. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just second down.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had to fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route.
That's caught inside the 20. It's a big play there for Seattle. 51 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
4 down, 4 down.
From the red zone now, Prescott. And that is incomplete. Well, unfortunately, not the result that you were looking for, but the great thing about how this works.
Guide dogs or service animals assisting guests with disabilities are permitted inside the stadium. Please contact guest services if you need any assistance.
And now the offense getting set, first and 10.
Double tight, double tight.
On first and 10, Prescott. His throw incomplete. Bradley Roby there defensively.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
Looking to throw, Prescott. Gates has it over the middle. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Prescott going to come up first and 10. And he's 5 for 6 now throwing the ball on this drive. Prescott yet again. He'll rifle this one deep right side. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect. Well, unfortunately. And the offense readies for a first down and 10. A first down throw for Prescott. To the left side and complete for Julian Edelman. Still fighting. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
Now, that play will end up on the highlights, and you'll see it all over the place. But what you won't see, the offensive line that bought the extra time, that allowed for the big completion downfield, those guys made that play possible.
And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Well, it's one thing to complete that pass on a nice sunny 70-degree day, but in these elements, that's a tough thing to do.
It is, and let's just put the whole thing together, not just throwing the ball, trying to protect the
End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. And that does it for this one. Pat yourself on the back. You just completed and dominated the Madden Ultimate Team Solo Challenge. Don't let the Broncos get the ball back in this game. Convert on third down. Keep the ball in your team's hands. And now the offense will look to convert on third down. On third down, it's Edwards. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Excellent third down conversion. Your team can just run the clock out, and this one is in the bag. All right, the challenge is in front of you. Do you accept it? I hope so. Keep the game on. Play the challenge. It's Solo Challenge, Madden Ultimate Team. And here are the Lions now as they get set on 1st and 10. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
And he is down deep into Seattle territory. Not the result you wanted, but the good news, practice makes perfect. And now the offense getting set, 1st and 10.
Hey, 4 down.
On 1st down, it's Stafford. Completing it here to Marvin Jones. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. He'll run it here with Blunt. And the play goes nowhere, losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Every time I watch LT blow up plays just like that one, I think of one quote. You can run, but you can't hide.
He won a record 3 Defensive Player of the Year awards back in his day. He was also the league MVP in 1986.
One of 2 defensive players who won the MVP award in the NFL. The second one, Alan Page with the Minnesota Vikings, the linchpin of their Purple People Eaters defense.
Blue 60.
Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. He's got Wilson, middle of the field. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. That didn't work out. And the offense readies for a 1st down and 10.
4 down. Check.
Set. Yellow lady.
Right back to him on 1st down. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Here's Stafford now on 2nd down. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Kenny Galladay, the intended receiver. 3rd down here. Well, too much oomph, too much mustard there on that pass.
Yeah, really turned it loose, didn't he? Really cut loose with that one. Sharp, strong. Didn't lead to a completion, though. Made it very difficult.
On 3rd down, Stafford. And that is incomplete.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry. Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of, otherwise he was going to get sacked.
On 4th down, here's Sam Martin on to kick it away. This is taken at the 15. So possession goes over here on the punt. And it'll be Seahawk football as they take over deep in their own territory. So out come the Seahawks now for their first possession. As we get a peek at their dynamic signal caller hailing from Mississippi State, it's Dak Prescott.
One thing he does very well, he takes care of the football. Had 176 pass attempts to start his career without an interception. That's the most in NFL history. And finished his rookie year, 23 touchdown passes and only 4 interceptions.
And he's going to be stopped here on this first play as he gets it to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play there. Second down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like...
He's got the lane, and there he goes. 20. And he cuts it back right, and he's got a crease. And he cuts left, and he's got an alley. And they finally get him, but not before he reaches the 33-yard line. It's a big play there for Seattle. 51 yards. And you talk about great blocking up front. I don't think he was even touched, not a finger on him, until he was brought down to the ground.
I think we heard the whoosh as he went by, didn't we? Right through the gap. No one there, as you outlined, no one touched him at all. A free sprint into the secondary.
Yeah, that's what you call breaking free right there. A second nice move. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
And they'll run it here. Open space inside the 10. And did he get in? No. Down at the 1-yard line. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
I'd have to say that was a pretty darn good run right there. They had 8 in the box, still able to burn them. They've got to consider themselves lucky they only gave up a first down and not a touchdown.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. A great effort there, taking it in from a yard out. And the Seahawks are able to strike for 6. And he was excellent on that drive. He deserved to be the one to get across the chalk.
Oh, I agree with you totally. A workhorse on the drive, and how about that last decisive run to punch it in?
Pete Carroll in that familiar hands-on knees pose. His guys will go for 2 here.
47.
They're going to try and run. Runs through the contact, and he will dive into the end zone, and the 2-point conversion is successful. And the Lions are able to cover this one up. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. Now, the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Before the game, they were running the route tree about as efficiently and effectively as we could have possibly imagined, but sometimes the passes just go awry.
Yeah, let's face it. When you're running the route tree in pregame, you don't have defenders breathing down your neck. You don't have defensive backs making plays on the football. Hard to replicate the intensity of the game in pregame.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. To throw on 3rd down, Stafford. And the 3rd down pass falls incomplete.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open, and when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass. The Seattle now ready to march out of the field. And coming up on their 2nd drive of the game, had the touchdown last time out. Now they have the football back. Chance to really seize early momentum.
Feels to me like they had a really excellent week of practice. It all came together, but I'll bet you it got galvanized in the locker room in pregame. Somehow I think the head coach, his oratorical skills were on point.
We got double tight. Double tight. Hey, kill.
And they'll go with a ground attack here. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here.
Check
It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
Partner, I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
Outside handoff to the right side. If you're a running back, you love getting the ball early so you have vision to see what's happening in front of you.
Right tackle likes that call. Big play for him, but don't forget about the guys you always tell me on the backside sealing off.
Where they talk about cutoff blocks, making sure no one can leak from the backside that can run a play down.
And nobody leaked. Big play. So that does it. All right, you saw the challenge on the screen. I don't need to repeat it. It's solo challenge. Madden Ultimate Team, go earn your keep. And the offense getting set as they've got it 1st and goal from the 10.
Hey, kill.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. Too bad. And the offense getting set as they've got it 1st and goal from the 10. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. And the offense getting set as they've got it 1st and goal from the 10.
Hey, kill.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. And the offense getting set as they've got it 1st and goal from the 10.
Kill.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Not the results you wanted, but the good news, practice makes. And the offense getting set as they've got it 1st and goal from the 10.
3 down. Hey.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And now running right through him. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. That didn't work out there. And the offense getting set as they've got it 1st and goal from the 10. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Too bad. Can't win them all, though. Come back, try again. Thanks for playing the Madden Ultimate Team Solo Challenge. And the offense getting set as they've got it 1st and goal from the 10.
Tight end's right. Watch tight. Tight end's right.
Prescott looks to throw on 1st. And this is caught. It's Edelman. And they get him down at the 1. He had the broken tackle, but ultimately could not. And the offense getting set as they've got it 1st and goal from the 10.
Let's go. Let's finish now.
They'll try to throw now. Prescott. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. In for the score. And the Seahawks add on to their lead.
I wonder if he changed anything on his play sheet or they just executed better. Because they had 2 previous drives that ended in field goals. Before this one, they finally were able to put into the end zone.
Well, whatever he did, speaking of the offensive coordinator, might be using that formula going forward. It worked there.
Yeah, it works very well. He and his field general in pretty good sync right now. They're starting to move the ball well.
And that does it for this Madden Ultimate Team Solo Challenge. You did it. You defeated it. Congratulations. The Lions finally got their offense going, and they have clawed their way down to your 1-yard line. Now keep them out of the end zone. And the offense getting set as they've got it 1st and goal from the 10.
We got 4.
You're set, lady.
They'll go to 1, try and pound it in. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Got to give a lot of credit to the defensive front there. They held their ground, pretty much stoned them on that play, and ended up creating a lost yardage play.
Yeah, drop them from the 1 back to the 2. Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal.
Everyone,
You're set, 180.
Throwing is Stafford. And it